Welcome to the video, boys. Hopefully you're all doing good. This is going to be a guide for anyone who's struggling with perfect Leviathan. So we're just going to go over a few tips and some strategies of how I done it. We finally, managed to pull the GM back just now. So, that was it was good fun. But yeah, this is by far the hardest task I've done. So there's definitely a few tips. I've heard there's some methods with the lightning where it's a bit scuffed at the minute. So I'm going to show you some tips on how we can set that up perfectly every time. And we're going to go over some strategies and hopefully you can all learn a little bit from this video. Gear setup wise, we are going to be going full Masori. Obviously you don't have to bring this, bring Boffer, bring whatever you've got, but best range slot or best range gear you can. Light bearer is very, very useful. If you haven't got the web weaver bow, I'd definitely recommend that. Basically this is going to two-shot the final phase. I'm pretty sure every time. I don't think it's ever flopped on me yet. So web weaver bow is kind of a must. If you don't have it though, it's not the end of the world. You'll just have to try and survive a little bit longer. Other than that, we're going to go 5 restores, 1 for every kill. It's probably a bit overkill, but best being safe. Stamina pots, we'll go with 2. I mean, 1 should be fine, but better being safe than sorry. Divine range, that should be perfect, just bringing that. The blowpipe we are going to use to set up the lightning, so I would definitely recommend that if you can. And then we're going to be using shadow spells, so in the rune pouch we've got death, souls, blood and air. So this is the setup. Hopefully you can copy this. If not, then just bring whatever you can, as close as you can to this. And then let's get on to the kill. So before we start the kill, the first thing I'm going to be going over is how to set up the boulders. And then the second thing is going to be how to set up the lightning. I will put the times on the screen, so if you want to just skip to whichever part it is you want to know. And then the very final thing we'll go over is how to do the final orb and whereabouts to proc it. So I will put all that on the screen and yeah. Right, so boulders, we're going to run right round the back of him. As you can see, it's north and south, so we're going to attack here. Right, so get 1 hit in and then start moving. And then you attack on the 3rd one and then miss this one out. And then you're going to walk around the back of the boulders and that should be it, done. Nice and easy. Right, so I've slowed this clip down a little bit. So as you can see, the boulders on the north and south at the very start of the kill. So we're going to run around this side. Run to the first tile. You can use any of the tiles around the room. It doesn't really matter. And then you're going to hit, walk to, hit again, and then don't attack anymore because it will drag you. And then you're just going to walk around the back of the boulders. And there we go, we're safe. So that is it. Perfect. Right, so when you come up to lightning, you're going to freeze the boss there. Run round and you're going to stand on one of these tiles here. So you're going to hit the boss, instantly blow pipe, and as soon as your blow pipe goes off, you're going to hit again and then run straight away. That way, when you get to this end tile here, you're going to shoot straight away, and that basically is it set up. It looks very complicated, but it's very, very easy. And by doing this every time, I don't think I've failed a single lightning doing the perfect one. So yeah, for some reason it works. Either way, it doesn't matter which way the boss turns around, it always works doing that. And then yeah, back on the boss as normal. Right, so there's the shadow barrage. I'm going to slow this clip down again. We're going to run around the side. So you can stand on either of these tiles, however you need to be behind the boss when you attack it for it to work. So attack the boss and then wait for the blowpipe. As soon as you hit, you're going to shoot with your crossbow again and then instantly run. When you get to this other side here, instantly shoot and run. And then that is pretty much it. Nice and easy. It looks a lot more complicated, but yeah, you'll get the concept of it. But I don't know if any of you have had a nightmare trying to set the lightning up. Apparently it was a little bit scuffed when they released this for some reason. And yeah, it used to mess me up every time. So hopefully this does help, and good luck with the perfect levy. So when you are getting the boss down, you want to stop. He will phase around 180. So after this phase, what I'm going to do, I'm going to shadow barrage him. And then we're going to run on the side where the orb would normally spawn. So as you can see there, it says start on the floor. It can spawn either one of these tiles. It could spawn over the start tile, or it could spawn on the other side. So what I tend to do, I do like it if lightning works here. So that way we can set it up and then we can instantly run to whichever side it is we need. But as you can see, it spawns here. what we are going to do, web weaver, spec straight away, web weaver again. Avoid all the boulders that are falling on the floor. Yep, and that is pretty much it. Killed them. So nice and easy, and yeah, no mistakes made. So once again, I have slowed the clip down for you. So get all your prayers right here. And then we are on the south side of the room, so what I'm going to do, as soon as this phase is over, I'm going to run somewhere around here, get the shadow barrage in as soon as he spawns or starts firing. Get your prayers right, and then you're going to run around this side. So the orb at the very end can spawn on that start tile. So I have lightning here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up the lightning. This works really well as well. So then you're going to blow pipe, ZCB again, and then start running straight away. So if I proc it now, either way, the orb's going to spawn on one of these tiles next to me. So as you can see here, when I hit it, that procs it and it's going to spawn over here. So you're instantly going to run over it. Obviously, get your specs in, try and avoid the boulders all you can. And that is it, done. So if you have 100% spec, this should be very, very easy. If you don't, you're going to have to keep going and you've got more chance of getting hit. So when I run in the room, I run over here instantly. So this first phase is going to be very slow, so you know, I'm pretty sure the majority of you will be able to do this very easy. So we're just going to flick all these, and then we're going to move one tile to the left. So I'm around the south side here. This is the phase where you want to be looking at the boulders. So as you can see here, we've got a north and a south boulder, so we know that it's going to be boulders first rather than the lightning. So what you can do, you can complete this phase and then you can freeze it if you want. So this one will start firing range, mage and melee. So do remember that, don't get messed up on that one. Because sometimes like that, it just does mage and range, which does throw you off a little bit. So this is the fourth phase. You never want to let it get past this phase, otherwise it starts throwing melee ones in as well. And that's when it gets a little bit complicated. So obviously then we're going to freeze and yeah, get on with the kill. Right, so on this kill, we are going to be just doing 3 phases, and then I'm going to shadow barrage it, just to give you an example. So, start off once again, get your prayers right. This first phase should be quite easy. And then we're going to look for the boulders. Obviously, you can see there, I did have to dodge the rubble. So, the rubble will spawn sometimes a few tiles. Just be wary about that. As you can see again, it's boulders, so we're just going to keep moving. So this is the 3rd cycle, so this can do melee attacks, as you see here. It's firing orange orbs at us instead, so this is why it gets a little bit confusing. So then, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to shadow barrage. So instead of doing the fast one, you only have to do the first few hits of it. Right, so starting the kill out, I am going to be using these tile markers. Ignore all the colours, I don't know why there's colour, I've kind of just marked them in all sorts. But if you've done Awaken Leviathan, then you'll know about these strategies for the boulders. Other than that, I will explain. However, so the boss is going to do, obviously depending when you want to shadow barrage, I usually go 4 phases and then shadow barrage. It's going to spawn a boulder here, or it's going to spawn a boulder here. If it spawns to the side this way, so that's going to be west and east, it's going to be lightning on the after you've shadow barraged it. If it spawns one of the boulders here, or over this way, so north and south, then it is going to be boulders. So just bear that in mind, try and keep track of it. I will show you the boulders when they drop. Other than that, I'm going to start on this tile here. This is the one I like to start with. And then I'm going to move here, here, here. What you can do after the 3rd phase of attacks, you can shadow barrage it, and then obviously that way you probably will get more boulders and more lightning, but it doesn't really matter, you know, it's the same exact concept. So, right, starting this kill off, gonna run over here, get your prayers on. So, you're just gonna attack the boss, as normal. This one, obviously, will go really slow, so it is nice and easy. So, just make sure you get all your prayers right. And then we're gonna wait for the boulders. Obviously, as you can see, this tile's free. So we're going to move here. Sometimes it will spawn a boulder under you, so just be wary. Like, it'll be falling rubble, so it won't stick around, but... So as you can see there, it's dropping one there as well. So if you feel more comfortable when it gets a little bit faster, you can just get a bit more DPS in here. So move to this tile. So you can do this one if you like. This one obviously is a lot faster. If you feel comfortable, do it. If you don't, then you can freeze it already. And I will show you how to set up the lightning. Right, so I'm going to freeze that there. He will do a few attacks. So as you can see, boulders north and south. So what I tend to do, I'll attack from behind him, and then we'll run to this spot here. Wait for him to do an attack, move, attack again on there, and then you're just going to walk like this. So that was perfect. So as you can see, then I'm going to run somewhere around here. Obviously, run around the room as you please. It doesn't really matter too much. You just got to remember, try not to block the path that you're going to be running on, just in case you end up going all the way around this side. So he's going to drop more boulders, so avoid them. So get your prayers right. So this one, the third phase instead of the fourth, will start speeding up really fast, so it kind of misses that first phase out. So this is going to be the fast one here. So just make sure you get all your prayers right. Right, so wait for him to attack and then instantly freeze him. There we go. Get your prayers on. Right, so this is going to be lightning. So you're going to run to this tile here. Any one of these corner tiles. Do one hit. Blow pipe. And then instantly shoot and then run. And that way it sets it up perfectly. So as you can see here, we aren't getting hit. So use any one of these. That's why they're pink, these corner ones. Use any one of these tiles. Just make sure you attack on these corner tiles. So as soon as you hit, you basically run to the next one. Kind of like doing it on Ohm, really. I'm not potted up like I'm on. I didn't get hit there. Perfect. So when he gets around 180, it's going to spawn this. So basically stand on here. Web Weaver. Get your prayers up. Web Weaver again. Make sure you don't run out of this little zone here. Otherwise, you will actually end up getting hit. But yeah, that is perfect kill number 1. So if you run out of the orb, even though you fight like you're praying against the attacks he's firing, you will fail the task. So make sure you are in that orb at all times. So anyway, example number 2. Let's go for another. So get your prayers up. I'll freeze it a little bit early this time, just for another example. So we'll do 3 phases rather than the fast one. And I'll show you a little bit sooner. Right, so see there, dodge that one. Obviously, that was going to drop on my head. And then what I like to do is run back. I enjoy standing on these tiles, so. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do this one, and then we're going to freeze him instantly at the end of the start of the next one. Get your prayers up. So you can just do this one if you want. You don't have to do the fast one. So run away from the rubble. Freeze him instantly. Get your prayers up first. As you can see again, we've got a north and a south. So I'm going to run behind him. I'm going to attack, run straight to the boulder tile. Wait for him to shoot. And then move. Hit on that one. Miss that one out. And then you're going to run around. There we go. Stand behind here. There we go. Perfect. Same again. I'm going to run over here. In the corner. Get all your prayers right. Right, so we've got lightning next. We haven't had lightning yet, so you know lightning's coming up. So dodge all the boulders. There we go, perfect. Nice. Right, here we go, we got the fast one. Just make sure you get your prayers right. What I like to do, if you can freeze him around this side, obviously you've got a bit more time to work with here, but so you're gonna hit here, then you're gonna get one blow pipe in, then you're gonna hit again and then instantly run. Right, we're gonna chuck the T-bone. One more hit and he should phase. There we go. Web Weaver on. Run straight to this tile. Spec again, and that should be dead. So as long as you've got your spec, then you should be fine on this. If you're like me, you can drag it out to get your spec back. So I was trying to drag the kills out purposely, just so I was getting my spec back by the end. Because once you double spec on there, then yeah, it's pretty much dead. If you don't double spec though, then it's a bit of a nuisance. So anyway, we're going to do same again. So this is kill number 3. so it goes a little bit slow. If you feel more comfortable and you don't like doing the fast phase, just freeze it on the after the third one, and that way you'll only have to flick the first few attacks. So just make sure the boss hits you. If the boss doesn't hit you and then you freeze it too early, he will just continue the phase, which is a bit of a nuisance. So just get all your prayers up. So as you can see here, gonna freeze him. There we go. Right, here we go. We got lightning first this time. So I'm gonna run right to the other side. Gonna hit here. Send one blowpipe. And then instantly run as you shoot. There we go. Perfect. And that should time it perfectly. I had an absolute nightmare setting this up at the start. So there we go. Hit, run. Hit, run. What you want to do after lightning's over, you want to move away just so you're not getting melee'd by him. So then again, I like to use this corner just because when I get another shadow barrage on him, I like to be over here for when I proc it. The best place to proc it, I'd say, is definitely when you... The orb can spawn... Oh god, I nearly got it there. The orb can spawn here, or it can spawn over the other corner. So it's better being on the safe side. Right, there we go. Right, I'm going to do the fast one here. Right, get ready for the freeze. There we go. Gonna range pot up. Right, we got boulders this time. What I like to do on boulders, I like to use this side. There we go, perfect. Right, and then after boulders, if I think I'm about to proc it or getting close to proccing it, I like to run around this corner. I like to proc it anywhere around this side. So one more decent hit, it should proc. This is obviously going quite fast. If I don't think I'm going to do enough damage, obviously as you can see there, I did barely any damage. Run around this side. And then phase it. There we go, that should be done. There we go. That is 3 kills perfect so far. There we go, another perfect kill. Nice. That was a bit of a scuffed one, but basically if the orb spawns here, then yeah, you basically got to think ahead. Try not to proc it, obviously wrong. That was a little bit of a scuffed one, but that's why if you're confident, freeze it here and run around the other side, and then yeah, you can get that done. If you found this video useful, feel free to leave a like and a sub, maybe, you know, maybe a comment, it's up to you. But hopefully you did get some tips out of this. You know, I know this task was a bit of a rough one, but, you know, we got there in the end. However, I wish you all luck, and let me know in the comments if you do end up getting it. Good luck to you all on your combat achievements, and I'll see you all in the next one, boys. See you later.